to Dominique's grandmother. This is a short home exercise video, maybe something that can keep you moving and just starting maybe to pique a little interest in some of the Pilates, yoga, and even Tai Chi exercise. So what I'll ask of you is I'm going to turn my body. You just want to have a chair. I'm going to ask you, and you do not have to turn, but I just want you to see me from a side view. We're going to start with a little bit of breath work. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to slump, actually. So obviously not something I want you to stay in, but I want you to allow your spine to kind of round, your tail to roll under into slump. But when you take your breath in, when you inhale, I want you to think of a string attached to the top of your head, and you're going to roll up onto the bones of the pelvis to sit. So that's your breath in. With your breath out, you're going to gently slump. With your breath in, you're going to roll onto the bones of the pelvis, so I'm sitting right on those seat bones, and I'm lengthening through the crown of my head. I'm going to exhale and slump. I'm going to inhale and elongate or lengthen the spine. I'm going to exhale and slump. I'm going to inhale and elongate and reach. And I would say that you can do that about 8 times. So next exercise, actually I'm going to keep this side view, but again, you can keep your, I'd like you to keep yourself facing forward or just safe on the chair. So the next exercise, we just did a rounding and an extension. Now I want you to keep the spine in this good long line. Place your hands on your thighs for a little support. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your whole trunk forward into a diagonal. You want to feel your feet on the ground. You are working the front and the back of the body to keep the spine nice and straight. And then you're going to hinge back right over that pelvis. So we're moving at the hips, we're hinging over. I've got my hands on my thighs for a little support, and then I want to push through my feet and my hands to come back up. I inhale, hinging over. I exhale back up. This is a nice exercise to get a little hip range of motion, but it's the start of pretty much getting up and down. It's what we need to do before we stand up and or before we sit down. We need this motion so it's not all coming from or so that it's as easy as possible getting up and down. Again, you can do about 8 of these. Last exercise in this program today is I want you to maybe put on some music and tap your toes. So we're strengthening the range of motion of the ankles. Definitely what we call dorsiflexion, of being able to pull my foot back towards my face. We need that range of motion for walking and also for balance. So if you put on a good song and maybe tap out the feet and the toes, I'm going to show you from a side view, tap in my toes. Do that maybe really until the ankles get tired, but I'd say maybe try for a good minute, minute and a half. So this is the start or a little sneak peek of some exercise that we might do on a private one-on-one basis virtually. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.